Hi guys, hi beauties. How are you guys doing? You're welcome back to my channel. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be discussing on how you can get a teaching job in United Arab Emirates. Like, I've got lots of DM, how can I get a teaching job in United Arab Emirates? Guys, in today's video I'm going to be discussing with you how best you can get a teaching job. Like, I'm in Nigeria and I'm going to be talking based on how you can get yourself prepared before coming to United Arab Emirates to teach. So guys, I have been in this country for 3 years and one of the high paying jobs are teaching jobs. Yes, after nurses, doctors, engineers, teachers. Yeah, so I will really recommend that if you're a teacher back home or you have these prospects you want to teach, guys, Dubai is the real G. Like, you guys knows that your girl like money. You know that I will always tell you things to do that will give you money, right? So guys, Dubai is the real G. Yeah, like, sorry, ignore the noise, they're trying to fix something for me. So guys, if you want to teach in United Arab Emirates, like you're a teacher back home or you're not a teacher but you have your BSc, right? You want to be a teacher in United Arab Emirates, guys, the first thing you will do is for you to get your credentials attested. Yeah, like this information I'm giving to you, I never knew about it. Nobody told me. I got no idea of it. So, like, it's not something that will take you 1 year. It's not something that will take you 1 week to get your credential attested in Nigeria. You will just take your WAEC, your BSc, even if it's diploma in education or just your BSc in any field, just take them down to Abuja, your WAEC, your BSc. You take them down to Abuja for accreditation. And then when you're done accrediting these particular credentials, like, it's a 5 to 10 minutes walk from the Ministry of Education Abuja to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So you have to equally go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs to get your stamp. So when you get this stamp, then you will now move to the embassy, UAE embassy in Nigeria. Yeah, when you get there, you will get a letter of recommendation. This is to be able to tell them over here that you have been recommended from your home country. Guys, I'm not talking about something that you will just struggle. This is something you can do in 2 days. Then that is what will enable you to teach as a certified teacher in United Arab Emirates. Yeah, you have to get your credentials properly accredited. So when you attestate your credentials in Abuja, you will now come down to United Arab Emirates to apply for a teaching job. So, but if you don't want to apply from back home, you can come here, but you can equally apply from back home. Once your credentials are attested, guys, it's very easy. Like, teaching job is something everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to do. Nobody told me about this. I would have done that before coming. Guys, teachers are well paid. So when you're employed back home, you don't need to worry yourself. After getting your credential attested, you go to the particular site you want. Like, you don't even need any other site apart from the Ministry of Education, UAE, United Arab Emirates. Now you have to be specific. Like, for me, I'm in Dubai. In UAE, we have 7 Emirates. I'm talking of Dubai now, but there are other Emirates, like the Abu Dhabi, the like Kasema, Ajman. Which one do you want? So when you're applying for your teaching job in the Ministry of Education website, all these things will be specified for you, at least for you to know, where am I going to? just like you're going to Lagos, you're going to Port Harcourt, you're going to Abuja, right? So you have to specify, maybe you're going to Dubai, right? So you will see a lot of schools on the website. You will now apply. So is either you're applying to private schools, mostly it's private schools. So you will see their adverts and then you apply. Then another mistakes we do is that our CVs are not well arranged. So these people, they look at the way you sell yourself. How are you able to present yourself? How are you able to arrange your CV? Like, I'm not talking about 5-6 pages of CV. No, it can just be 2 pages, but make sure you're able to say what you can do, which school I have taught with, British school, American school, Montessori school, this is my qualification. And then inside your CV, there should be a picture of you. There should be a picture of you. Like, you have to look for a good picture, and then on your CV there should be your picture. So when you're able to submit your CV on the site, and they will interview you online, and when you're selected, guys, these people will be the one to give you visa. They will give you your ticket. They will provide accommodation for you. Is that not amazing? All what you need to do is just to carry your bag and japa. So all what you need to do is just to carry your bag and come. So when you're being selected, and then you're giving visa to come, they will equally give you a ticket. And on your arrival, there have to be somebody at the airport to pick you up. So the person will pick you and take you down to your accommodation. You don't even need to worry about food, guys. They will make provision for food for you, at least something that can take you for the meantime. Well furnished apartments for you. And then when you're done, they will equally be somebody to take you to grocery. Like, you want to buy something in grocery, somebody will always be there to show you what to do, to take you to where you can get what you want. So that is when you're being employed from home country. Yeah. Then when you're employed, when you're done accrediting your credentials, and you decide to come to Dubai in search of jobs, so what to do is, when you get to Dubai here, you go to Ministry of Education in Dubai and equally get their stamps as a certified teacher. So when you get their stamp, you start looking for job. They have job website, Indeed. We have lot of jobs in Indeed. We have lot of job in Gulf Talent. So you start going to those sites to submit your CV. You start going to work in schools. There are schools close by. You just walk in there and then submit your CV. Then you can equally go to school area. Like, we have school areas. We have what we call school areas. That is where my school is. In those areas, we have lot of schools. We have the Filipino. Of course, we speak English. So even if it's a Filipino schools, they need English. Even if it's Pakistani school, they need English teachers, they need physics teachers, they need geography teachers. So all those places, you have to submit your CV. So when you go to those school areas, you submit your CVs. You will always see somebody at the gate to give your CV to. So when you're being called for interview, you should be able to at least present yourself. When you're being employed from Dubai, they are going to give you accommodation. They will now change your visa to resident visa. They will now give you accommodation. They will now give you insurance. Every year you have your flight ticket back home. Like, every year you have your ticket back home. You have to go back home country. If you don't want, sometimes they give you by cash. So every year you have tickets to go back home to see your family. So when you're employed as a teacher, guy, you have a lot of benefits. You have a lot of things to enjoy as a teacher in this country. So then, if you're applying as a non-teaching staff like me, like, we know non-teaching staffs, we have the secretaries, we have the library attendants, we have the pool instructors, we have the lobby instructors. Like, We have teaching assistants as well. So for those ones, you might not need to attestate your credentials. You don't need, because Ministry of Education comes to check, they only focus on the teachers. So those are the ones they check their credentials. But for the non-teaching staff, all what they need to know about us is to make sure our medical records are updated, and then to make sure that you're fully vaccinated, then to make sure that you have a certificate of what you're doing. So that is for the non-teaching staff. But for the teaching staff, it is compulsory that your certificate will be attested. Like for some people are lucky, there are some schools that when they, like schools, there are some schools in Dubai here, some people are lucky when they employ, maybe they've been searching for teachers online, they didn't find, and they employ people here, they will ask you to go to your embassy to get your credentials attested. So it is very, the chances is very low. The chances is, like, my school will not even accept that, because the ministry, they comes to check every day, always coming to check. So if your teachers, their credentials are not attested, they don't have all what it required to teach in UAE, the school will be fined. So they don't even try to do that. So some people are lucky. I've seen somebody that was employed and they had to help her send her credential for accreditation. So I will advise, if you're making plans to come to UAE and you want to come to teach, so these are how to get yourself ready to get this good job. So your credentials should be attested. There is nothing like medical report. No, it's only here, when you're here, that they will now take you to medicals. It is the school that will do the medical on your arrival. No, they don't need to do it back home. It's only here that they will do your medicals for you and then get insurance for you. So guys, that is it for teaching job. So, and you know the salary. Guys, okay, let me not end this particular video without telling you the salary. Like, it all depends. Like, we have the upcoming teachers. Yeah, we have the upcoming teacher. Like, you know, even back in our home countries, people that have taught for 5 years cannot take what somebody that is teaching for 1 year is receiving as salary. No, like, if you're a teacher that you have been teaching for 5 years, 6 years, like, even I have some friends that what they did is, after teaching for 2 years in this particular school, when their contract is over, they will just look for another school. So that is an added advantage. As you're moving, your salary is moving. You can take 5,000 dirham, which is about 700 to 600,000 in Nigerian currency. You can take like 8,000 dirham, which is about 800 to 1 million naira. You can take 400 dirham, which is about 500 and something thousand. So that's the least salary for teachers, from 4,000 upward. So if you have been teaching for 5 years in United Arab Emirates, your salary will be more. And then after 6 months of your teaching job in Dubai, you have to get a license to be a licensed teacher. So that is just for you to move your credentials to their quarter, and then you'll be able to apply and write the exams and get the license. So that is all what you need to do, just for you to get yourself prepared to come for this job. Like, guys, and the way teaching is being done in this country is very different. It is not like the way we do back home. I think it's easier here than back home. Yeah, because in a classroom you have like 32 students. That is for a very big classroom, right? For a smaller room, you have like 12. You have 11 students for you to attend to. So the way it is, you have 1 hour break for your coffee. You have 2 breaks. Each day, the students have 2 breaks in my school. So in between the 2 breaks, you're equally going on break. So I have some classes that students are just 2 students in the class. I have some classes that students are 6 students per class. So you see that it is not like the way our teaching system is. Guys, so it is different from what we have back home. So I will really advise, if you really want to relocate, get your credentials ready that this is the best job for you. And then the best time for you to apply for this job back home is January, June, July. So when you're applying by January, you know they will have time to screen you, get you prepared against September. So but I've seen people that even in between, even in December, they are getting their jobs. So but the high period is February, guys. So that is the high period. So I would really advise, if you're back home and you think you want to relocate, guys, it's a good deal. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. I don't want to ramble too much in this video. I need to go wash up my makeup and then relax and look for something to eat. Thank you so much. If you watch up to this time, please do subscribe, like my video, and share my video. I'll see you in another video. Bye.